that sugar, that sugar that's in there, those grains, it will feed your cancer. It will feed cancer cells. Number one, sugar is one of the number one dangers to the body. Sugar clogs up the liver. See what happens with sugar. Now, say for example, you're upset or you're hungry, you had a bad day, and you turn to food. The worst thing you can do is eat something with high sugar and high cholesterol, because what that sugar is going to do, it's going to create what's it called, dopamines. It's going to create dopamines, and those dopamines going to make you feel good. The endorphins going to make you feel good for a little bit, but you have to notice that whatever food that you eat, whatever food that you put in your bloodstream or that you put in your system, it's going to determine, whatever that type of food is, what your sugar level is going to be. If it's food that's negative, that's full of sugar, it's going to spike your blood glucose up. It's going to spike your sugar up. But if it's foods, that's vegetables, foods that are good, it's going to keep it lower. Just know that. And when your sugar is spiked up, your blood pressure going to go up, your cortisol level is going to go up. And see, the cortisol, the stress hormone, is there to keep you calm. It's there to keep your system balanced. But when that level has become damaged, or if it's raised through stress, through depression, through holding on to certain things, it's going, that cortisol stress hormone is going to break. And when that cortisol stress hormone breaks, then everything that your body was kind of holding in, trying to keep calm, you're going to lose control. And so these are just some simple words that should help you. If you go to your doctor and you ask your doctor, and if your doctor tell you that sugar don't feed cancer cells, they're lying, because it does. See, sugar is like a substitute for energy. It's an energy substitute, because when you feel down low, when you're mood, you need caffeine, you need something that's going to boost you up. You get that sugar to get those endorphins. But after a while, you're going to crash. And then once you crash, you're going to start to feel bad and horrible. That's when your blood levels going to go up. Your pressure's going to go up. You're going to become irritable. You're going to become moodable. You ain't going to want to be bothered. Your mind is going to begin to think. And see, the thing about the sugar attacks your brain too. It shocks your thinking. It shocks your process, how you process, because what it's doing is loathing you. It's making you dull. Where you think it's giving you energy, it's giving you a energy for a minute, a temporary fix. But eventually you're going to crash. And so the Bible, God says he would that we be in good health. He good that we prosper, be in good health, even as our souls prosper. God wants our soul to prosper. The scripture also said that him that destroy the body of God, him God will destroy. And so there are things that God has given us that can protect us. Our body is meant to heal itself. Just like in the essence of sugar, in the essence of energy, we have our own energy cell. We have our own energy supply as believers, as humans. God created us this way. He did. There's this thing called serotonin. Serotonin is a happy gene. And the more you're positive, the more you think positive, and the more you live with faith and you do things that are positive, it's going to release a chemical. It's going to release a chemical called melatonin. And you know about melatonin. Melatonin is the thing that will make you sleepy when you can't sleep, when you're restless. It gives you rest. But also melatonin, it relaxes your blood vessels. It relaxes your mind. It relaxes your circadian rhythm. It relaxes everything in your body when that melatonin has been released in your body. And when that melatonin has been released in your body, then what's negative, then what's fighting you will subside. God bless you, Susan. Just like the scripture said that when the enemy comes in as a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against it. See, that when the enemy comes in as a flood with depression, with fear, with confusion, we know that God is not the author of confusion. When he comes in with those things, God will lift up that standard. The standard is his word. When you cry out to God,